The word is nigh thee, in the mouth, in the heart. Life, peace, fulfillment, that's where it starts. The word is nigh thee, nearer than sound, rooted in truth, where grace is
Peace and love. Welcome to TWNT. The word is nigh thee. I am your host, Tahith Mansan. I am back, and as always, grateful that you've taken a moment to share a portion of your day with me. We are now in 2026, and truly, the Lord has been faithful. It's been quite some time, filled with challenges, but also growth and preparation. But I am thankful to be back, and I'm excited about what God is unfolding in this new season. We're happy to announce that The Word is Nigh Thee now has its own dedicated YouTube channel. And for those of you who have been following me through the years, I invite you to join us here as well. You can find us at TWNT 10_8. And I encourage you to subscribe and share this channel with all whom you believe it will be a blessing to. Listen, we're just getting started, and our commitment is to release new content every Monday across all platforms. So please stay connected with us on social media. That's The Word is Nigh Thee on both Facebook and Instagram. And be sure to visit our website at twnt.org. We are in a building season once again. So come, please rock with us for a while. We're going to get into our study for the day. But before then, there's new music. All Things Work Together by His Grace Music Project. Enjoy it, and then we're going to get right into our lesson.
Help me, yeah. Oh. And we know that all things work together for good. And we know that all things work together for good. To them that love God, to them that love God, to them who are the called according to His purpose, according to. And we know that all things work together for good. Late night, bills on the table. Heart feels heavy, but my feet still move. Breathe in, lean on the promise. Let that truth slide right into the groove. Yeah, ooh, yeah. Together for good, together, together, and we know that all things work together for good. Da, 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 da.
Yes, I know at times things may not look right, but believe God that it's going to turn out right if you continue to walk with Him and love Him. Once again, by His grace music, all things work together. With that said, let us now get into our lesson for today. I want to share with you from the topic, beginning anew, when God is working and you can't see it. Beginning anew. That word anew, A-N-E-W, it's not speaking necessarily about starting over again, but picking up right from where you are with a new perspective. We're now in February, the second month of a new year, and with a new year, we have new times and new things are going on, but you may be saying for yourself, it seems like things are just the same old, same old. And a lot of you may feel that your life is off track. And some of you may also think that you'll be further by now. You may have made choices you wish you could undo. Many others may feel left behind, confused, disappointed, or quietly embarrassed about where you are in life at this moment. And others look fine on the outside, but on the inside, you're wondering, did I mess this up already? That's why Isaiah chapter 43 verses 18 through 19 matters so much. There are a few things that God is saying in these verses. And one of the things that he began with is, do not remember the former things. Then he goes on to say, behold, I will do a new thing. He is speaking through the prophet Isaiah to the ancient Israelites. And the wild part about it is that he is saying this while his people are still stuck in bondage. They are not free. They're not restored. Nothing about their situation looks new, but God is speaking anyway. And so the first point I want to share with you in these next few moments is that God speaks newness into unchanged situations. I want you to understand this. Once again, given a background to the scripture, we're speaking of Israel. They are in exile. What does this mean? This means that life did not turn out the way that they expected it to. It means that they lost their land. They lost their identity with their land. I'm sure that they felt like they failed, and the future looked uncertain. And to you, this may sound familiar presently in your life. But I want to let you know that God doesn't wait until things are cleaned up to talk about a new beginning. He doesn't say to us, once we get it together, then he'll begin to speak and reveal his will. But God speaks right in the midst of the mess. Yes, he speaks right in the middle of the mess. And that tells us something important, that God's plan for your life, for my life, is not canceled just because our life doesn't look like the plan that he's had for us right now. And I am sure that because there are things in your life that may not appear as you have imagined it to be, or even what God has promised you that it would be, that you come to the place where you experience the pressure to have to figure it all out for yourself. I would even consider these moments actual temptations to have to figure it all out for ourselves, because as believers, as followers of Christ, of God, we already know that the word tells us out of Proverbs chapter 3 that we should what? Acknowledge the Lord in all of our ways, that he would direct our path. As a matter of fact, it begins by saying, trust in the Lord with all of our hearts and lean not to our own understanding. Acknowledge him in all of our ways, and he will direct our paths. Yet there are those moments where we all are faced with the pressure, or as I would say, the temptation to figure it all out for ourselves. And it's no secret by now that social media makes it feel like everyone else seems to know their purpose. Social media and the tools such as AI, and even before the AI age, people knew how to master it to make themselves look like they're already successful. It may seem like others are doing better than you, even people that you may know. It may seem like they may have figured out their faith, they've figured out their career, their relationships, and their money situations. But what we don't see is how many people are actually living with the same anxiety, the same overwhelmed feeling and insecurities that others experience. What we don't see is how many people are scared that they have already missed their moment. But here's something that nobody says out loud enough, and that is that you are not late. I was just watching a podcast called The Pivot, and on one of the t-shirts that one of the hosts was wearing, it says, it's not too late, or you're not too old to pivot. You are not late. It may seem like it, but you are not disqualified, and surely you are not forgotten. God is not measuring your life on the same timeline as Instagram. Let me say that again, and I want you to remember this, that God is not measuring your life on the same timeline as Instagram. Number two, I want to share with you from the point when your past feels like a permanent label. When your past feels like a permanent label. Some of you aren't stuck. I want you to hear this, that you're not stuck because of where you are. You're only stuck or have the feelings of being stuck because of what you are constantly remembering. Nostalgia is nice. It's a good thing to look back, but I can tell you firsthand that there is a danger of always remembering when, of always looking back. Because many times when we look back too often, especially in those times when we felt like we missed our moment, that can only birth in us feelings of regret and of resentment. And then we begin to feel like that there was some sort of loss. Because when we are remembering these things, we can remember the bad decision. Are you remembering and pondering on that relationship that actually changed you? That mistake that everyone knows about? Or even that season, let's be real, that season, that time when you were not as consistent in fellowshipping with God and may have even walked away from God? Or are you remembering that opportunity that you felt like you ruined everything? And because of these things, you may have quietly assumed, it's over now, that you blew it. But today I want to tell you what God is saying from his word. He's saying, do not remember the former things. He goes on in those verses to say, neither even consider the things of old. And that is a lesson all within itself. And what does this all mean? It means that we're not pretending those things did not happen. But what it does mean is that we don't have to let our past define what's possible now. Your past may explain some things, but it doesn't get to decide everything. And so the old saying goes that God works in mysterious ways. Something that is mysterious really means that something has not been yet revealed to the senses. What it's actually saying is that God works before we see the results. And here's something that will help you breathe again. At least I'm praying that it will. God often starts working before anything changes on the outside. Yes, before there's clarity, before there's renewed confidence and a sense of direction and the experience of breakthrough and restoration, God is, and we must trust Him by faith that He's working behind the scenes. Just think about a seed. When you plant a seed, nothing looks like it's happening for a while, but growth is already underway beneath the surface. And just because you don't see progress doesn't mean God isn't producing something. Silence doesn't mean absence, and waiting doesn't mean that time is being wasted. Confusion doesn't mean that you're off course. But even when we are experiencing all of that, God is saying in His word, behold, I will do a new thing. The word behold is an old English word which simply means to pay attention. Don't get off track. Don't fall asleep. Don't become dull of hearing. Pay attention. But don't pay attention to what's missing, but pay attention to what God is forming. Be on the lookout and expectation for what God is forming. Sometimes the new thing looks like learning patience. The new thing looks like healing slowly or rebuilding trust. It's a time of gaining wisdom and even maturing emotionally. The process of the new thing, and this is a big one, is letting go of who you thought you had to be. Sometimes we have to do that in order to become who God had already determined whom we will be. But guess what, people? Those aren't setbacks. Those are only the foundation for what God is setting up. And so I want to say to you that even if you've messed up, hope is still real. And this is important for you to hear clearly. Whenever any of us make mistakes or wrong decisions, guess what? God is not shocked. He's not surprised. He's not surprised by our detours. And guess what? Thank God that He is not finished with you, neither is He finished with me. Some of the people God used most powerfully, they started late. They failed publicly. They even ran from Him. They doubted themselves. They made huge mistakes. Yet God wrote their story in the scriptures. And I believe that He was able to do this because God is better at redemption than we are at ruining things. I want to say that again. God is better at redemption. He's better at redeeming, getting us back on track, saving us than we are at messing things up. So as I get ready to close this episode, I want you to seriously consider and get back into the process of beginning again. And I know that beginning again, it starts with trust. It starts with trust. It doesn't mean that everything will change overnight, but what it means is that we're trusting God again. And as we're trusting God again, that means that we're going to show up again. In other words, our position, our posture will, before Him, will be the proper posture again. We're going to begin praying again. Some need to get back to really praying. seeking the Lord and believing again, taking the next right step, even if it's small. And I know you don't need the full plan. You don't need the full plan. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to stay open and expectant to what God is doing right now. Well, God bless you. That's all that I have for now. But I thank you once again for taking the time to rock out with me for these moments. Please subscribe if you have not. Share and like this channel, this video, and share it with someone that you believe that can benefit from it. And until next time, I pray that you will believe again, that you will trust again, and that you will begin anew with the expectation that God has great things in store for your life.